I've been live. So I decided to go live. And I just want to discuss a topic uh, that that was brought to my attention, and I was told that I was arrogant. So I just want to discuss about, the concept of being arrogant. I don't think I'm arrogant. I think that I am confident in what I do. I think that I am strong minded. I have been where people have misused me, mistreated me because I didn't know how to say no. So wherever they needed or wanted, I just gave in. So it's like, that's just something that I no longer do. I'm no longer uh, say where I give in. I'm no longer I can say no. So I don't consider that being arrogant. I consider that being a person that, welcome. Hit that like button as you come in. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. But I'm just me. I'm just confident in what I do. I no longer say yes to anything that anyone wants. I no longer lend out money. I'm just me. I do me. I don't ask anything from anyone. I basically just take care of me. Someone needs my help and I can help, I help. But I don't consider that being arrogant. I don't consider that being because I can say no. I'm no longer a pushover. I speak my mind. I let you know where I'm coming from. Uh, I can know you can no longer bully me. So I'm me. I don't care what anyone says. Hello, Key. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for the love. If you haven't, please subscribe. Hi, Jazzy J. How you doing? Welcome to my live. I'm just talking about being arrogant. How people say that that I'm arrogant because I started learning how to speak up for me. I no longer say yes to anything. I'm no longer a pushover. I know how to tell people no. And I learned how to speak up and speak my mind. Um, I lost a lot because I didn't know how to say no. Uh, and not only did I lose material things, I lost me along the way. So I had to learn how to say no. I had to learn how to be strong. I had to learn how to be able to speak up for me. I had to learn how to tell people, no, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. I speak my mind now. I can no longer be pushed over. And I've grown. Good people don't like it when they can't use you. And that's right, Jazzy J. That is so true. And I have learned that when you speak up and you speak up for yourself, people start talking about you. They start downing you. They start doing a lot of things. And I was to the point where I'm like, no. It got to the point where I couldn't even pay my bills because I was trying to help someone else pay theirs and help someone else do what they felt was right. So I had to learn how to say no. And in order to say no, then they start to say, well, you arrogant, you this, you that. And I'm like, no, I'm not arrogant. I had to learn how to speak up for me. And to speak up for me gave me strength, made me stronger. I'm a strong black woman. And I had to learn that. And I had to learn it the hard way. But learning it now, my family and friends, they tell me, oh, you arrogant. No, I'm not arrogant. Not by no means necessary. You taught me how to be strong. You taught me how to say no because I've given my all. And when it was time for you, some of that love to come back to me, you was nowhere around. You said, I don't have it. I didn't have it. Or if I lost my car because I helped someone pay their rent, when it came time for you to bring me back my money, oh, I don't have it. I don't owe you. I don't do that. And people just took advantage of that and they just ran with it. So I had to learn how to say no. And with me saying no made me stronger. But people are saying, well, Janet, you arrogant now. People say you arrogant. And I'm like, thank you, Jesse. Thank you so much. And people are saying, you arrogant now. I'm not arrogant. I'm just standing up for what's right. If you come to me, you need my help, I can help, I help. But I'm not just going to help you for you to take advantage of me. And that's something I had to learn the hard way. And then even when my mother died, my sisters, they had cashed in my mother's life insurance policy. So the only thing that we had to bury her with was, luckily she had a pre-burial that we had taken out years and years ago. So I was able to use that. But it was only enough to have her cremated because my sister that originally was taking care of my mom, she had cashed in all my mother's stuff. She cashed in all her life policies. She cashed in everything. So there was nothing to pay for the opening, closing of the grave. There was nothing to pay for her plot. My sister had, and then she gonna go and she told people I stole the money. And then when I started speaking up and telling them no, I had no control over my mother's life insurance policies. I had no control over her finances whatsoever. I just took over the care of my mother and I provided for her while I took care of her. My sisters, they would not give me my mother clothes. They wouldn't give me her glasses. They wouldn't give me nothing that belonged to my mother. So I had to replace all of this stuff out of my pocket. I never asked him for anything. I took care of my mother to the best of my ability. I took care of her until the day she passed away. But my sisters are saying because I stood up to them, I'm arrogant now. I'm this and I'm that. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Y'all took advantage of me. I didn't ask you to come in and take advantage of me. And and it's like, oh, Jazzy, I am so sorry that you're going through that because I know how it is. And then everybody's telling me, well, you need to be the bigger person. You need to go in and you need to talk to them and you need to tell them this. No, I'm not. I'm tired of always being the bigger person. I'm tired of always saying, okay, I'm going to make this right. It's not up to me to make it right. It's up to them to make it right. It's up to them to come to me and apologize to me because they told people I'm the one that cashed in my mother's life insurance policies. And I asked them, how can I cash in when I'm not the beneficiary? And, and they just make it seem like, okay, well, you did. No, I did not. So I want them to come in, and say that. So I feel like I'm not wrong. I feel like I'm being strong because I can say no now. And I just left it alone. I call one of my sisters. We talk. We talk every once in a while. It's not like on a daily basis. It's like every once in a while. My other two sisters, my mother had four girls. I'm the oldest. My sister next to me is the one that took her policies and cashed them in. But she told everybody I stole the policies, but she helped our baby sister buy a house. Now, her name was supposed to be on the house, but her name is not even on the house. So my sister used her on that point. And my baby sister, my other two sisters, the two youngest sisters, they're users. And they will use you until they can't use you anymore. And that's just how they are. And I came to accept that. But I'm not going to sit here and let anyone tell me that I'm arrogant. my son-in-law mom told me, she said, well, they say you arrogant. I'm arrogant because I can speak up for myself. I'm arrogant because I'm not going to let your family come in and use me. I'm arrogant because I'm not going to bow down to your family like you bow down to them. You don't even have control. His mother don't even have control over her own kids. And like I told her the other day, we got to talking, and I had to basically just tell her off. Like I told her, I know more about your son than you do. And I basically had to come out and tell her, and well, they say you arrogant. I don't care what people say about me. They don't pay my bills. I pay my bills. Thank you, Jazzy, for that. Thank you, but I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm just venting a little bit, but I'm okay. I'm gonna get over it. I'm strong. My mother raised a strong black woman because when my father died, I had to step up and take care of my other three siblings. So I'm strong. It's just that I wasn't able to say no to them because I felt like a mother figure to them than a sister. I was more their mother than a sibling. And they kind of took advantage of that. But now I'm seeing who they truly are. So, God reveals everything in time. He gives you discernment to where you can actually see what a person truly is. All you have to do is sit back, watch, and listen to a person, and you'll understand who that person is. Hey, fam, how you doing? Thank you for the love. Did you hit that like button, fam? Welcome, welcome. And I'm good, fam. I'm doing good. I'm just on here talking about, people egos. Well, I'm glad to see you too. Oh, well, thank you, love. Thank you. I'm on here talking about people say that I'm egotistic. That, because I'm strong. I'm not going to let you come in. I'm sorry, my allergies are bothering me really bad. Uh, I'm not going to let anyone come in and try to use me or try to get over on me. I've been through that. I've done that. So I'm just not anymore. I learned how to say no, and it took me a while to learn how to say no. It took me to really release people, to allow people to leave that wasn't benefiting my life, that was always trying to bring me down than to lift me up. I'm more of a person that will lift you up before I tear you down. Hey, Lily. I know, fam. I know. And it's just that, people do that. People would tear you down before they'll bring you up. And then once they tear you down, they'll just leave and say, oh, she easily get over. You can go over there, you can get anything you want out of her. That's not true anymore. I'm not that person. I'm no longer that person. I'm strong now. I'm stronger than what I ever been. So if you want to call me it's statistics, that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. But I know who I am, and I would know what God has in store for me. And my discernment, I can sit back and watch you, and I can tell you a little more about you than you can tell me about me. You were, Jassy? I'm gonna have to go back and look at your replays because people do that. People will tear you down. And in this society that we live in today, it's all about self. It's not about the next person. But I mostly think about the next person as well. And it's always about the next person. But I always put me first. I have to put me first. Because no one else will put you first. And then God gave us all discernment. And it's how we use that discernment. And my discernment is what gets me through. And just because you can't walk all over me, you can't use me anymore, you can't mistreat me because I'm not allowing that. And you know what, Jazzy? And it's true. That is so true. That and then I have my sister called me. Oh, I'm in Dallas. They moved. All my sisters moved to La Cruces, New Mexico, and they'll call and say, "Oh, I can't pay my rent this month. Can you help?" No, I can't help you pay your rent. I had to learn how to say no because they will not give me back my money. And I live on my own. So I have my own bills to pay. I have my own rent to pay. I have my own car note to pay. They won't help me. They won't even give me $10 back on my money. So I had to learn how to say no. And then my baby girl, I thought I call her, my baby sister, I might call her on her birthday. I won't call her or text her, or I might, send her a message on Facebook. She never responds. From the day we buried my mother, she never responds. Only time I hear from her is if she need money. And I tell her no, and she will not, I won't hear from her anymore until she needs something again. I'm not going to allow you to use me like that anymore. And if you want to kind of say I'm egotistic, that's fine. You can do that. That's my money. I work for that money, not you. I did. But you don't want to give me anything. And, and people are just, I mean, they're like that. I don't understand, why people feel like because they can't use you, they feel like then, oh, you egotistic. That and I'm glad, Jazzy, that it's a confirmation for you, because do not let people use you. And you know that they're use you because, like you said, you don't have money to throw away, and neither do I. But they're always looking for that. And then when you tell them no, it's like, oh, you think you better than anyone, or you think you this, you think you that. You can say whatever you want to say about me, but I know who I am. And I know what my purpose is, and my purpose is not to serve you. By no means necessary. Now, if I can comfort you, I can offer you a word, I can motivate you, I can encourage you, I can inspire you, I can do all of that. But because I will not turn my money over to you, does not mean that I feel like I'm better than you, because I don't. We all came from my sisters. We all came from the same mother, and just don't try. Hey, fam. Well, thank you. Yeah, that is true, fam. People will try to get over on you. Not only family. Some people that say, okay, I'm friends. Like, for instance, my son-in-law mother. She called me and she was telling me some things about him and this and that. And like I told her, I said, I'm going to tell you this. And she said, well, I didn't raise him. I gave him to my daughter. She gave him to her daughter to raise because she was on substance. She was substance abusing. I don't judge anyone. That's not my place to judge. But because I won't bow down to your level does not mean that I'm better than you. That's just something that I don't care to participate in. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't do any of that. I don't even go to clubs. I work. I do what I have to do. And that's it. That's me. I don't want to drink. I don't want to party. I don't do that. That's not me. If you want to say, okay, come over and let's play cards, I don't mind playing cards. I go, we play spade, we do whatever, dominoes or whatever. But I'm not going to drink. That's not my lifestyle. And just because I don't drink, I'm not better than you. That's just something that I don't care to participate in. That's not my being. That's not me. That's not who I am. And she was saying, she was talking about her son. And like I was telling her, I know your son better than you do. I know the things that he do. I know some of the things that have been said. And I know this and I know that, but I didn't go into details with her of what I know. I just let her know that there's nothing you can tell me about him that I don't already know. And, and then she said something about him not working. And she talking about he used to work at the airport, where he never really worked at an airport. And I had to tell her, I said, that's a lie. He's never ever worked at the airport. And I had to explain to her what job it was that he had and who actually got him the job. And after I did that, she kind of like, oh, she got quiet. So don't come to me. Oh, well, they say you got an ego. Okay, yeah, I do have an ego. I tell anyone I got an ego because you cannot use me. I'm going to speak my mind. If you come to me sideways, I'm going to let you know where I stand on that. I'm going to let you know who I am. And you cannot say because I do that, I have an ego. Yeah, I have an ego. I have an ego because you cannot use me. You cannot tell me something that I know to be true. And that's right, fam. We all work for what we have. And to allow someone to come in and steal that peace and to steal what you have, and then, oh girl, I got you next week. Next week come, you'll never see it. Because if I loan you something, I expect for you to pay it back. I'm not gonna ask you for it. I'm not gonna remind you of it because you know that you borrowed that. You didn't say let me have, because if you say let me have, I'm gonna tell you I can't let you have that much. I'll give you maybe $20. But I'm not going to give you no $200 and for you to let me have. Now, my kids, I give my kids $200 because I'm not expecting that back because those are my children. My grandchildren, I don't expect that back. But if you just call yourself being an acquaintance or a friend, I'll give you 20, but I'm not going to give you 200. Now you asked me to loan you 200. I loan you 200. I expect my 200 back. I'm not going to ask you for it, but if you come to me again and ask me, I'm going to tell you no. And because I tell you no, I have an ego. I'm stuck on me. No, I trusted you once before and I gave you that and you didn't pay it back. So why should I trust you again? Because you showed me who you are. And when people show you who they are, you better believe them. You believe them. Believe me, you believe them because they just showed you their true self. And to show someone their true self, that says it all. They don't have to sugarcoat nothing. They don't have to hide nothing because they shown you who they were. And when people show me who they are, believe me, I believe them. I believe them. And I know on these YouTube streets, there's so many fake people out here. Thank you, LZ. Thank you. Did you hit that like button? Have you subscribed to my channel? But yeah, when people show you who they are, believe them. Truly, truly believe them. And don't let people tell you because you can say no that your ego is up there. No. No. Just because you're doing for you, don't let people come in and destroy your peace. Don't let anyone steal your joy. And God give you discernment for a reason. And when he shows you who a person is, believe that person. And when God gives you discernment on who a person is, believe that discernment. Believe it. Because people will show you who they truly are. And when people show you who they are, you believe them. But I had to learn how to say no. And learning how to say no was not easy. It took a lot from me to learn how to say no. It took me losing so called friends. It took me losing acquaintance. It took me losing material things because I was always trying to help someone else before taking care of me first. So I had to learn how to take care of me first before I took care of anyone else. Now I will motivate, like I said, I will motivate you. I will encourage you. I will inspire you. I will be there as a friend. I will be there as a true friend, understanding where you came from. And yeah, Elsie, it is okay to say no. And I had to learn how to say that. Hi, Lala. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, I had to learn how to say no. And you know what? It's still hard sometimes to say no, but you get through it. You will get through a saying no. People will take advantage of you if they know that you can't say no. And I had to learn that. And I had to learn it the hard way. I had to learn it from family. And you're supposed to be able to, yeah, la. No is a complete sentence. It is. And I had to learn it on family. I had to learn it. My family taught me how to say no. My sisters taught me how to say no. And and I don't have I no longer have a sibling relationship with my siblings. They are the ones that chose not to. So I keep my distance. I might send them a text message. I might send them a message on Facebook because I know they're on Facebook. Hi Ray, how you doing? I know they're on Facebook, so I might say happy birthday to them. I might text them happy birthday. Uh, and I just do that. I'm glad you're doing good, Fishing Ray. That's good. And that's just something. And yeah, saying no to work. Yeah, sometimes you have to say no to work because if you don't even say no to working, they will take advantage of you as well because they'll say, okay, I know I can go to LC. LC gonna work. He's not gonna he or she is not gonna turn down but you have to say no because they will take advantage of that. They would definitely take advantage of you working. And I see that every day in with what I do. Sometimes my supervisor come to me. Now I know she done went to several other people and asked, and they'll say no. But she'll come to me and ask me, "Oh, can you take on this project?" When several other people done told her no, but she know I'll do it. So sometimes I have to say no in that. Because why would I take over? You done bypass me 4 or 5 times to go to another person, and that person done turned you down, and then you come to me, I'm your last resort. No, it doesn't work that way. And yeah, Elsie, and it's true. I was the same way. A walking doormat. Anyone can walk over me. They know, oh, Janet will do it. Even outside of my family, cousins, for example. Oh yeah, Janet will do it. Janet will put it together. Janet will do this. Janet will do that. She won't say no. And I had to learn how to say no to those very same people. You have to learn how to say no. People will use you, they will take advantage of you, they will do whatever they can if they know that you cannot say no. And I had to learn it, and I had to learn it the hard way. But now I'm able to say no, and because I say no, they say I have an ego. I'm on an ego trip. And yeah, that's true. Once you know your worth, you will stop giving yourself away. And that is so true, Lala. That is so, so true. It is so true. And I had to learn that my worth is valuable, not only to me, but anyone else that wants that worth. And I had to learn how to say no. And saying no has brought me peace. I don't feel like people are taking advantage of me. But because I say no now, I'm on an ego trip. And oh, LZ, you are so true on that. I was between staying with my mother and my auntie. And and I had new clothes that, when I go visit my mother, I would go shopping and I'll have new clothes. I came back to live with, I would stay 6 months with my mother and 6 months with my auntie growing up. And whatever I left at my auntie's house, when I got back, it was there. When I go to my mother's house, she have given my stuff away to other people, not my sisters, not my siblings, but to outside people. And I was supposed to be okay with that. And that hurt. That hurt me to the core because, 16 and working, and your parent is giving away stuff that you use to buy with your money, that would hurt. And, it was like, I couldn't talk to my mother. My mother wasn't the type of mother you could go to and sit down and talk to. She wasn't that type of mother, but I still loved her. And, but my auntie, I can talk to my auntie about anything. And right now, I miss them both. My auntie left before my mother. And I felt that my auntie left so that my mother and I can build the type of relationship that I had with her. But my mother was still more into my other three siblings than me. She felt like because I was the oldest, I was the strongest, I didn't need her that much. But we all need our mothers, regardless of how we are in our makeup. And she didn't think I needed her as much as I did, my sisters did. But my auntie left before my mother did. And I think my auntie did that. Well, I knew she was sick, but it was a lot of things that I found out after my auntie passed that she didn't tell me because she didn't want to worry me. And that's what my uncle told me, that she did not want to worry me. That's the reason why she didn't tell me about her health. But I was okay with it. I came to terms with it. And that my relationship with my mother would get better. Well, when my sisters, all three of my sisters had my mother, and they were abusing her. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put it out there. They were not only physically but mentally abusing her. And when she got really sick, I made a surprise visit because they all had moved to La Cruces to Mexico. So I made a surprise visit. No one knew I was coming. It was supposed to be a surprise for my mother. No one knew I was coming. And the morning that I arrived at La Cruces, I checked into the hotel, and my sister called me. My baby sister called me and told me that mother was in the hospital. And I said, okay. And I went down, got dressed, got back, got out of bed, went back down, and I asked the desk clerk where was the hospital at. And he told me it was right down the street, which was good. I didn't know that. So I was right down the street from the hospital. So I get to the hospital, her eyes, my baby sister's eyes got big. I mean, they got really big. My mother had bruises all over her. And when I asked her, I said, how did mother get the bruises? She didn't say nothing. She walked out the room. So then, when my mother finally realized I was there, she was happy. And she told me she didn't think that I would ever come back and visit her. And I told her, you're my mother. Why would I not come back and visit you? But she said, I said, well, I was coming to surprise you. No one knew I was coming. I came to surprise you. And her eyes lit up. And she couldn't talk because my sister was in the room. So she wouldn't say anything. So then after, my sister would not leave her alone. She would not leave me alone with my mother to talk to her. But I was okay with that. So then after they put it in there and everything, my mother told me, she said, I'm going back to Dallas with you. She said, don't leave me here. I'm going back to Dallas with you. I don't want to stay here anymore. I said, okay, fine. You can come back with me. And my sister, she started acting funny. My sister called the police on me. She had tried to have me arrested. She called Adult Protective Services on me. She tried to say I was there stealing my mother because my mother signed papers saying that she was going to come back to Dallas with me, that she did not want to stay there. My mother signed a medical affidavit giving me priority over her medical. And my sister got mad. And she called my mother's uncle brother. She only had one brother left. She called him, told him I was trying to steal mother from her. I mean, she was doing everything she could. And when the caseworker came, she talked to my mother one on one. My mother was coherent. She was in her right mind. She knew what she wanted. And she told the social worker, she said, my daughter is not abusing me. My daughter just got here. And the nurses was telling me, well, you should actually press charges on her for adult abuse. And I said, no, that's my sister. I can't do that. So, make a long story short, I brought my mom back to Dallas with me. I took care of my mother till the day she died. She lived with me for maybe like 6 months, I want to say, before she passed away. But I took care of my mother, and I did it all by myself. My sisters would not give me my mother clothes. They would not give me my mother. I had to buy whatever my mother needed. I had to buy all over again because my sisters wouldn't give me anything. But I'm like, fine, I'll do what I have to do. That's my mother. I'm going to do what I have to do. But because I stepped up, they started saying, oh, your ego just as big. My ego is not big. I did what I had to do. And I'll do it again if I have to do it again. That's just who I am. And that's just who I am. All three of my sisters are in Las Cruces, New Mexico together. That's where they decided to make their home. So I'm like, good. Y'all good? I'm good. Hi, Money. Hi, hi, Charity. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Welcome. Welcome, Money. Money Getter. Mommy Money Getter. Welcome. Welcome. You caught my first slide. Well, not my first slide, but this is your first slide. So welcome. And I'm just talking about how people say that you have an ego when you learn how to say no. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you. And I'm just talking about how people think that your ego gets so big when you learn how to say no to them. They feel like that because your ego, you got this big old ego because they can no longer run over you. They can no longer get you to do what they want you to do. And it took me a while to learn how to say no. It took me a minute to learn how to say no. And now, because I say no, everyone says that I have a huge ego. And I'm sorry for that, Jazzy. I am so sorry because I know how it is. I know. I experienced it. So I know. I truly know. And family, when it comes to death and money, families just split apart. And I don't know what it is about money because my mother had no money. My sisters had took everything. So she had no money. She had, when I got my mother, they had taken everything from her. And the only thing that she had left that I was privileged to was her pre-burial. And the only reason why she had that pre-burial is because she added my daughter's name. My name wasn't on it. She added my daughter's name. So that's how I was able to get that. If she had not added my daughter's name, we would not even had the pre-burial. And and yeah, money go get it. They are. Family is worse when it comes to that. And they even told people, because people was asking why did I have my mother. I had a service for her, but it was not enough money for a burial. So I had to make a choice of having her cremated. And people were asking, well, she said that she had this put together. She had a plot. My sister stopped paying on her plot. My sister had access to my money, my mother's money. And she was supposed to be paying for my mother's plot. Come to find out, she only made two payments on my mother's plot and she stopped paying on it. She didn't tell anyone. Then my mother had a life insurance policy. My mother had already given instructions on how that insurance policy was supposed to be handled. And my sister, when my sisters moved to New Mexico, they moved my mother to New Mexico with her. They cashed in her life policy. And they told people I stole it. And see, yes, Jazzy, and that's just what my sisters did. They told people I stole my mother's life insurance policy. And I'm like, how can I steal it when I wasn't even the beneficiary? My name was nowhere on that policy whatsoever. And I'm like, how can I steal it? But this is what I'm sorry, my allergies are bothering me really bad. And that's what they did. They told people that I had stole my mother's insurance policy and cashed it in. And that's right. That's right, money go getter. And that's how my kid, I have two children. My children are my beneficiaries. They get 50-50. Everything is 50-50 among them two. No one get more than the other. And I have always done that. But my mother made my sister next to me her beneficiary because she never thought, I guess she never thought my sister would do that. That was her daughter. That's the one she trusted. And that's the one that did her like that. And when I asked her, because she going to tell me, well, I cashed in because they didn't accept her insurance down here. How can a life policy goes with you regardless of what state you're in? That policy follows you as long as you keep those premiums paid up. That policy follows you. And I had to tell her that. And when I told her that, she got quiet. Then she just came up with the story. Well, Janet stole mama's insurance policy and cashed it in. And I had to tell people, how can I cash it in? I was not the beneficiary. I could not have touched that policy whatsoever. My mother never changed it. She never did any of that. And right, money go getter, you cannot leave just one child in charge. But that was my mother's favorite. That was my mother's favorite. She could get any and everything out of my mother, no matter what it was. And so I left it alone. I did what I could do. I came up out of my pocket, but I made sure that her service, her memorial service, was as nice as possible. I didn't ask my sisters for anything. I didn't ask for no donations. I didn't ask for anything. I did what I had to do. And that's what I did. But because of that, now I got this big old ego over my head. Because, like I said, I had to learn how to say no. I had to learn how to say, I'm not letting you have my money. I'm not letting you have unnecessary access to me. I'm not your pushover. You can't get over on me anymore. You can't get I help you. I motivate you. I inspire you. I encourage you. But my money is off limits now. I'm off limits emotionally to you. I can't do it anymore. I'm tired of crying at night. I'm tired. And and that's right. That's what they want. They want money. They don't want you to motivate them. They don't want you to inspire them. They don't want you to encourage them. They want your money. And I had to learn how to say, no, my money is off limits. My money is off limits. I only give my money now to my children and to my grandchildren. Anyone else? No. I'll give you $20, but I'm not giving you no hundreds of dollars anymore. No, that's not happening. It's not happening. I can't do that anymore. I'm tired. And I ask God to show me his discernment every day, all throughout the day. Because even if you're working, they will take advantage of you. If they know that they done asked 10 people to do something and them 10 people done turned them down and they know that you'll do it, they'll come and ask you. They'll bypass you. They won't ask you first. They will ask everyone but you. And I had to learn how to say no to that because I know they done asked other people. I hear other people complaining. But they will come to you because they know you will do it. They know you won't turn it down. But you have to learn how to say no to that as well. You have to learn how to say no. And I know that is not easy for a lot of people, but I'm telling you, the more you say it, the easier it will get. And like they say, no is a complete sentence. You don't have to go any further. It's true. You don't have to go any further. Called and cursed me out because I didn't buy her one, and I know she didn't. Oh my God! Why would she call and curse you out because you didn't buy her a car? Don't she work? She can buy her own car. And see, that's what I'm saying. People will use you till they can't use you anymore. If you went to her and asked her to buy you a new car, I'm guarantee you she would say no. She would have told you no. It's not your responsibility to buy her a car. That's her responsibility to buy her own car. She's a grown person. And I guarantee you, if you ask her for anything, she's going to tell you no. She will tell you no. And see, that's what I'm saying. Even people that are not even family members will come and ask you for things. As soon as you say no, oh, you up on the pedestal. You got this big old ego. You this, you that. No, I'm not giving in to you. Why should I feed into you when you can do the same thing I'm out there doing? I struggle just like you struggle. So I had to learn how to say no. And then people will drain you emotionally. You have to be careful of that. People will drain you emotionally. I've been there. I've been there. And people will make you feel bad if you tell them no. They will try to make you feel really bad if you tell them no. And people will steal your energy. They will try to steal your joy. They will try to steal your happiness. And you have to say no. And Jazzy J, I stay to myself. I don't even go anywhere. Like my grandbaby's first birthday, my daughter asked me, why did I not come to his party? Well, first of all, it's certain people there that I don't deal with. If I don't deal with you, I don't interact with you. I'm not the type of person that's going to smile in your face. I'm not going to talk about you behind your back. I just completely stay away because I'm not going to allow you to drain my energy. I'm just not. And I don't do this he say, she say. I don't do that. I do not do that at all. I stay, like I said, I stay to myself. So I knew that there were people that were going to be at the party that I did not want to deal with at all because I know that if they say something out of place, I'm going to go left. I'm going to go left because I had to learn how to speak up and stop holding stuff in. Uh, Almost 20 years ago, I had started experiencing really bad chest pains. Doctors couldn't figure out why. One doctor told me it was due to stress. And it was the stress because I was holding in a lot of stuff. I wasn't the type of person that would verbally speak up. You could say anything to me, and I just like, oh, whatever, and I walk away. But what I had to say, I withheld it within me. And stress will kill you. I'll tell anybody, stress will kill you. And I stayed off work for the entire summer. I went when I started feeling bad in, oh, I want to say May. I didn't go back to work till after the summertime because my chest pains, my heart irregularity was just that bad. I had that much stress. And my doctor told me, he said, the only way you're going to get better is you're going to have to start speaking up. You're going to have to start releasing that tension. Stop holding it in. Let it go. Tell people what you feel. Tell people how you're feeling. And I know once I get to telling you exactly how I feel, I'm going to hurt your feelings because I'm not going to back down. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think of you. So when I get to that point, I stay away. And I had to learn it. I learned it the hard way. That went along with being able to say no. And I had to do that. So your health is important to you because no one cares about your health but you. And I had to learn it. I had to learn it. And I learned it the hard way. But now I don't hold anything back. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I'll tell you exactly what's on my mind. And I'm finished. I am finished. My kids, I tell them, they do something I don't like. I tell them right then and there, you're wrong. I tell them you are wrong. And I had to learn it. And a lot of people don't understand and don't realize that. That being able to say no is an important part of your makeup. And if you don't know how to say no, people will take advantage of you. And I learned it, and I learned it the hard way. So if I can get on here and give someone some valuable information that they can use, then I'm here. Because you have to say no. You have to, regardless. And saying no is not hard for me anymore. I'm not no one's doormat. I'm not no one's swinging door. I'm not no one. You can't come to me and say, oh, this and that. No, you can't come to me. No, no, no. That's out. I'll listen to you. I'll give you some suggestions. I'll encourage you. I'll inspire you. I'll motivate you. But I'm not giving you my money anymore. And that's no to anyone. No matter what. That's just who I am. And you can like it. You can leave it. Doesn't bother me. It does not bother me. I have acquaintance. I lost my best friend. So I can say I no longer have a best friend. My best friend is gone. I have my kids. I have my grandkids. I love them to death. I'll do whatever I can for them. But sometimes I have to say no to them. I have to say no to them as well. And that's just how I am, regardless. And people will take advantage of you if you allow them to. You have to be strong, no matter what they say. They can say that, oh, Janet's ego is high. Okay. My ego is not high. I'm just confident in who I am. I'm comfortable in who I am and what I am. So I can speak up. I can tell you what's on my mind. I don't regret any of that. I am who I am. And that's just it. Regardless, you can take it or leave it. And people say, oh, well, you know what? I am getting comfortable with going live. So I might go live a little bit more. Um, I'm trying to come out of my comfort zone, uh, trying to get comfortable with doing lives. Uh, so, yeah. And having a conversation like this, I'm enjoying it. I'm able for people to see who I really am. And that's true, money go getter. That is so true. That's right. Let them go. You have to let them go. You really and truly have to let them go. You have to let them do whatever they're doing. You have to let them go because if you don't, they will drain you. They will drain you. You lose who you are within them. And if they know that they can do that, they're going to take advantage of that. They're going to really and truly take advantage of that. That they'll use you up. They will use you up. And that is so true. You have to let them go. Let them go on about their business. Let them do them and you do you. And a lot of people don't seem to understand that. A lot of people say, well, Janet, you this. I don't care what you say. I don't care. I am who I am, and I'm going to say what I say, regardless. Take me or leave me. That's how I see it now. And then, well, I don't want you don't have to be friends with me no more. We weren't friends anyway. We were acquaintances. Because, see, there's certain things about a friend that you would never know. There's things about me you wouldn't know as acquaintance. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know until you get to know who I truly am. So I let them walk. I let them walk. You can walk all day long. But circling back, no. When I see who you are, I'm finished. When you show me your true self, I believe who you say you are. I believe who you show me who you were. And that's just how I feel. And people don't seem to understand that because I've been told these last couple of weeks, I have been told over and over and over again that I'm arrogant, that I am very arrogant. And like I had to explain to them, I'm not arrogant. I'm confident in who I am. I know who I am. So you want to call me arrogant? Go ahead. Call me arrogant. You can call me whatever you want to call me. I keep it pushing forward. How are you doing, Queen? Welcome, welcome. Talking about people saying how arrogant you can be when you can say no to them. And I have had not only my family, but my son-in-law's family telling me that I am arrogant because I can say no to them, because they cannot walk over me, because they cannot push over me, because I have seen who they truly are. And when a person shows you who they are, I believe it. Oh, she did, Jazzy? Yeah, but I do. When people show you who they truly are, believe them. Oh, okay. I haven't been called that one yet, Jazzy. Yeah, I haven't been called that one. I just been lately. They just been calling me arrogant. They call me. My allergies are really bothering me. Allergies and sinuses. But yeah, they say I'm arrogant. So for the past 3 weeks, my son-in-law's mother has been saying that her family, well, only her two daughters, she had two daughters, and her grandkids that know me say I'm arrogant. And they say I'm arrogant because I'm not a pushover. They can't push over me. Because when I first met them, they shown me who they were. And I believed them. When my daughter had her first child, she moved in with his older sister because his older sister is the one that had custody of him growing up. And so they lost their apartment because someone had broken into it. So they moved out and moved in with her for a little bit. And she turned around and put him out. So when she was putting him out, my daughter called me and I told my daughter, come to me. Come. And I guess she thought that they had nowhere to go. But I'm going to always have a place for my child to go. My kids, my grandkids, I don't care. They always going to have a place to come to. And that's what she thought doing was going to do to them. But come to find out, because he was a ward of the state, she rented a house under Section 8 using his information in his name. But she turned around and put him out. And when they found out what she had done, they called the state and she had to pay all that money back. But she wanted him to help her pay that money back. And like I told him, why are you going to help her pay that money back when she kicked you out? That doesn't make sense. So she says, because I told him that I'm being arrogant. And like I told him, you do whatever you want to do. But my daughter is not paying her nothing. And I meant that. So she got upset with me over that. And like, I don't care about you getting upset with me. That's my child. I tell my child. I get most of the time I get tired of being dependent on to do everything with love, appreciation in return. Mainly in family, so I can relate to some of it. And LZ, that's true. Family will use you up. They will use you up till they can't use you anymore. I'm telling you, I'm here. I'm telling you, they will use you up. Been there, done that. But now I can't say no. No family, no. No. The only people that I can't say no to is my grandchildren. My grandchildren and my two kids. My daughter and my son. They know they can get whatever they want out of me. But any other family members? No. No siblings, no cousins, no nothing. I have to be nice that I don't have to anymore, but it's mainly my own fears that's keeping me from doing what I have to do. You know, Elsie, you need to learn how to say no because if you don't, that stress will build up on you, and stress is no fun. Stress is not good to your health. Believe me, I suffered with heart palpitations, chest pains for over 4 months due to stress. And you have to learn how to say no. Like Lala said, no is a complete sentence. That's fine, Elsie. I understand what you're saying, but you have to say no because people will use you till they can't use you anymore. Oh, I'll be praying for you, Elsie, that you learn how to say no because people will take advantage of you as long as they know you can, that they can. You have to learn how to say no. You can deal with them from a distance. You can inspire them. You can encourage them, but your money should be off limits because they will use you. And then once you have nothing, they're not going to be there for you. They are not going to be there for you. Trying to keep personal life out here, but I definitely feel I am related to you. Oh, Elsie, thank you so much. But you have to learn how to say no because people will use you till they can't use you anymore. And I had to learn that. I had to learn it the hard way. I had to learn how to speak up for myself. I had to learn how to say, I'm off limits to you now. I had to learn it. I had to learn how to speak up. Excuse me a minute. Allergies are kicking my butt. But yeah, I had to learn how to say no. And people will definitely take advantage of you. They will take advantage of you. They will use you. They can't use you anymore. You have to learn how to speak up. I had to learn that. You have to learn how to say no. I had to learn that. You have to know how to keep your peace. If keeping your peace means keeping your distance, keep your distance. You have to learn. And then when a person show you who they are, believe them. Truly believe them. Believe who they are. LZ, I would teach you how to say no. I will teach you how to say no because you have to say no. You have to be strong. You have to be confident in what you're saying. And I understand it's hard to say no to family. It really and truly is. Being the oldest, out of 4 girls and being the caregiver for the last 2 of them. I gave into them. I treated them like they were my kids. My baby sister, people used to think that was my daughter. At the age of 13, they used to think that she was my child. And after she got older and she showed me who she was, I had to turn her loose. I had to turn her loose. I had to start saying no to her. Even my last 2 siblings, I had to learn how to say no to them. And my sibling next to me, I had to learn how to say no to her. I had to turn my siblings loose. They were bad for me. Well, I have 3 sisters, 3 siblings, and I had to learn how to say no to them. They was draining me. They was draining my peace. They was draining my bank account because my sisters, they are users. I tell anyone this, they're users. And when people that know my sisters and don't know me because they don't think we're related, when they find out that those are my sisters, they'll tell you we're different than day and night. People don't even realize those are my siblings unless we're together. And I say those are my siblings. People don't realize those are my siblings because we're different than night and day. My sisters are users, and people know it. Oh, Elsie, I am so sorry. My heart goes out to you. My heart really goes out to you. I can give you my email address and we can connect. My email address is, I don't know if it's on my channel, but it's my name, JanetLifestylesforJanet at gmail.com. We can connect. I will speak with you one on one. I'm also a life coach. So I'll be more than willing to, whatever we talk about will be confidential. Again, it's JanetLifestylesforJanet at gmail.com. I will talk to you one on one. I will guide you. It would be free of charge. I will not charge you. Uh, and yeah, and I can teach you some strategies that will help you get through this because people will steal your joy. People will steal your happiness. And if you allow them to, that's what they will do. And you have to be strong. And I know it's hard. And you know what? Someone had to help me. Someone helped me. So I don't mind helping anyone else because someone had to help me. And the lady that helped me is no longer here. So I don't mind if I can help in any kind of way. I'm willing to help. And I know you're saying that YouTube is your escape, but I'll give you some tools that you can use that will help you because I had to learn how to say no. And because I learned how to say no, I built up my confidence. I built up my my speaking. I used to be scared to speak up. Whatever people told me, I took it and ran with it. I didn't ask why. I didn't ask any questions. And people, when you do that, people take advantage of you. Family will take advantage until they cannot take anything else from you. They will steal everything they can from you and then just leave you sitting out there. I've been there. I've done that. I lost material things behind families. I lost financial things behind families. I have lost a lot behind family. And I had to step up for myself. I had to step up. Certain people just know how to bump you down. No, you don't let anyone bump you down. Stop letting people bump you down. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Because they will take it and run with it. Believe me. And you know what? I love my family. I love my sisters unconditionally. But I had to turn them away. I had to stop letting them steal my joy. I had to stop letting them steal my confidence because I'm the darker one of the family. I'm dark. I'm not light skinned like my other sisters. And they used to tell me all the time, because you dark, ain't no man gonna want you. Because you this, because you that. And I've always been I haven't been what you call fat, but I've been on the heavier side. I had more butt, more hips than they did. And they always call me fat. My baby sister used to call me a fat pig, and she bigger than I am now. But I was always the fat pig. See, this is what I'm saying. Family will tear you down. They will tear you down. They will steal your self-esteem. They will, whatever they can steal from you, they will take it from you. I'm a living witness. They will take it from you. You have to learn how to say no. I'm sorry, you have to. Because if you don't, they will steal everything. Everything. And I do. I love my siblings. Even though we don't have a conversation anymore, even though we don't communicate anymore, I still love them. Birthdays, I call, wish them a happy birthday. Holidays, I wish them a happy holiday. They may not respond, but I know in my heart, I reached out. And that's all I can do. I'm tired of them stealing my joy. I'm tired of them breaking me down. And I just have to learn how. And regardless if people say I have this big old ego, oh, so well, I'm going to keep my ego. I'm going to keep my confidence. I'm going to keep us speaking up. I'm not going to let you run over me. I'm sorry. I can't do it anymore. And LZ, I want to give you the encouragement. It may not be easy. You might lose a lot of family members because of that. But that means that there wasn't a true family member. When people walk away, they walk away for a reason. And that's true. You have to. You have to do what's good for you and what's best for you. You forget about what anyone else has to say or think about you. That is so true. And that's what you have to keep telling yourself. And yeah, you're going to lose. You're going to lose a lot. You're going to lose family. You're going to lose friends. And when you lose a friend, that means that was not a true friend to you from the beginning. A true friend wouldn't leave. But I'm telling you, you have to. You have to be prepared. And what you just said, you do what you have to do. Forget about anyone else says a thing. Tell yourself that every day, every minute, every second. Write it, write it, write it, write it where you can see it. And remind yourself of that. You are better. You are better. I like myself. I love me. You love you more than anyone else. You love you. And if no one has ever told you, I love you. Love is the most powerful word you can use. And I'm a true believer of that. And that comes from my heart because I don't tell anyone I love them. I might say I like you. I might say I care about you. But when I say I love you, believe that. And that's true. That is so true, LZ. You got a war. And you're going to come out on top. You will come out on the top. Believe me, you will come out on the top. Because then only people that are truly family and friends, they're going to stay with you. They're not going to leave you. They are going to stay right there with you. Believe that. Hi, Gigi. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. We're talking about people with egos. How people say that their ego, that your ego is so big that they feel that they can come over and get over on you, and it's not true. I feel like I don't have an ego. I feel like just because I started speaking up for myself, that I started saying no, that I don't have an ego. I'm just confident in who I am and what I stand for now. And people don't seem, family members, friends don't seem to like that because I'm no longer a pushover. And that is so right, LZ. And that is true. You will come out better. You will be better. You'll be a better person to you. You will be a better person to you. And that's what it's all about, is being a person to you, being better for you. And people have to realize that if they were a true family member, a true friend, they won't leave. They will not leave. They'll stay there. They'll encourage you. They will be behind you. They will inspire you. They will motivate you. You just have to be better for you, because no one can be better for you but you. And that's right. That's so right, Gigi. You have to stand for something or fall for anything. And respect, oh, I demand respect. You can't respect me, I don't need you in my life. I don't need you. You might as well move on around, because respect, that's the most important thing you can have. Most important thing. Anyone I run into, I respect you until you show me something different. And see, that's right. You only see them now and then when they want something. Right, in the door. That is so right. If they are true family, true friends, they won't leave because you don't start speaking up, because you don't start saying no. They'll encourage you. They will motivate you to continue doing that. And that's what a true friend or a true family member would do. And if they can't do that, that doesn't mean they was true to the game. They was only there for one thing, and that was to get what they can get out of you. All they want is your money and your time and your joy. And if you give them that, that's all they want. They don't want anything else. They'll smile in your face and turn right around and talk back about you behind your back. Been there, done that. So if you show me, like I said, if you show me who you are, I'm gone. I'm gone. And I tell anyone, when a person show you their trueness and who they really are, believe them. There's no second chance. Too long, and I know it's lonely, but we walk alone. And that's right, Gigi, we do. We work alone for a reason. I'm alone. I don't have anyone I can call and talk to. I don't. I don't have anyone that I can call and talk to. and tell them what's on my mind or tell them how I'm feeling. I don't. I journal. I journal my feelings. I journal who I am. So they're getting together for your birthday. Well, that's good. That's good that they're celebrating you. That's a celebration. When they come together for your birthday, that's a celebration. But because they're coming to celebrate you, don't mean that you have to give them your joy, that you have to give them your peace, that you have to give them your money. You don't have to do that. And that's right, Gigi. Speaking, it gets me in trouble all the time. But I don't care because that's me. That's me expressing who I am. And if you can't accept me for who I am, then you don't need to be in my life. Move around. Move around. I don't sugarcoat anything. I stopped sugarcoating anything a long time ago. I stopped doing it a long time ago. If you don't like what I have to say, move around. You can lose my number. I don't care. That's just how I am now. I done been used. I done been used. I can't be used anymore. I can no longer be used. So, and if that's what you're coming for, you can't get that anymore. I can't be used because I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel and exactly what I think. And that's right. Do not give anyone your peace or your joy. That is so true, LZ. You can't keep letting people steal your joy from you, your peace from you, because that's all you have. That's all you have is your peace and your joy. And people will take advantage of it if they can. People will use you and throw you away like you're nothing. And that's right. And you're gonna be okay, LZ. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be okay, baby. You're gonna make it through. You're gonna come out stronger than what you think you are. You're gonna make it. And you have to make them respect who you are. They're gonna have to respect you. And I always say this, and I tell anybody, respect is earned. And it's gonna come, LZ. It's gonna come. And respect is earned. Respect is much giving. It's much giving. And they're going to have to learn to respect you just as you respect them. That is so true. Respect each other. Respect is all we have for each other. Okay, guys, I'm getting ready to end this live right now. I got some things that I need to do. Enjoy the conversation. Okay, LZ, okay. Okay. Yeah, but I appreciate you guys being on here. Thank you so much for joining my live. And I'm gonna try to come back live on Saturday. I'm not sure on what time, but please look for me. And yeah, Gigi, respect it's earned. It's not given. You have to learn respect. And I demand respect from whomever. If you can't respect me, then you don't need to be in my circle. Because I'm going to respect you. I'm not going to disrespect you. And if I disrespect you, please tell me so that we can talk about it. And we can talk about it, we can discuss it, and come to a conclusion. Yeah. Well, thank you, Gigi. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you. But yeah, we can speak about it, we can talk about it, we can work it out. If it's something I need to change, something you need to change, that's what we're here for. I'm here to help anyone that I can. I'm here to motivate anyone I can. I'm here to encourage anyone I can. That's what I'm about. I might share some of me, share some of you, because that's how we learn. And I'm very transparent. You can ask me anything. If it's something that I want to say, I'll say it. If you want to ask me something, I answer it. If I don't feel comfortable in answering, I will let you know. Look, I can't answer that. I don't feel comfortable in asking it. And I'll explain why. But I'm transparent. I'm 100% transparent. And LZ, again, if you want to, my email is JanetLifestylesforJanet@gmail.com. You can email me and we can go into more details. We can talk. I can give you some tools or tips to help you along the way. But that's what I'm here for. I mean, God has given us all a gift, and it's about using that gift to help others. And that's what I truly believe in. So, talk to you guys later. I enjoyed the conversation. Uh, you're more than welcome, LZ. You're more than welcome. And I'm going to try to come up with a topic for Saturday. So, look out for me online on Saturday. I'm not sure what time, but I'll be here. And I look forward to speaking with you guys again. Bye now. Peace and love.